everything up until that, though.
Dude, you're caught up on South Park? That's wild.
It's HBO, man. It's all on HBO.
They're not.
It's
like a movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's their like little
Special,
thing.
little special, but dude, oh man.
It's
in the future.
fucking ridiculous. I love it.
That's goddamn ridiculous.
But it's so funny how the fucking sarcastic it is. It's like, oh, it's in the future. Just keep referencing that the whole time. I was just like, oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
was having those moments because I'm like, this is how it is. Fucking god.
I do, yeah. Well, I mean, they've predicted everything else.
Oh, no, absolutely.
So it's just like The Simpsons. They're like, this is so outrageous, but also I could see it happening. You know, but like they predicted Trump. How long ago was that? They did like 2000 or something, right? Like
predicted first female president.
Fuck him to death. Fucking Garrison. Man, where my country gone? Fuck all these Canadians that are in here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go up to Canada, find their prime minister. I'm going to fuck them to death. Sure enough, he fucks them to death.
Is that really something that happened?
Yeah, in South Park, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, in South Park. Oh, no, I mean in real life.
They got fucked to death?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to find out?
I mean, that's why I have this computer out. Welcome, you guys. Hey! Come on, man. We're trying to do something here. Jesus.
Wait, is it recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Been recording.
It's been recording.
Hey! Wait, hold on real quick. Watch, he's going to get quiet. He's going to get quiet.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm not here.
People can't see me, but I'm fucking quiet.
I'm not here anymore. All right, let's start.
Cool, dude.
Shit.
Anyway.
Welcome, you guys.
Hi.
I'm your host, Jose. As always, Uriah. We're opening this. Yeah, he already opened his like an asshole. But he has another one ready to go.
Rolling rock.
He's rolling the rocks today.
$1.30 a fucking tolly, man.
I can't understand why you keep doing it, but I can because you just explained it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And also, too, it's 25 ounces. You get literally 1 extra ounce, it says.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Yeah. Well.
Anyways. So, how's your month? How's everything going?
It's been wild, man. Fucking post office is crazy.
That post office life?
That post office life. Fucking straight cowboy shit.
Cowboys?
Yeah, man.
They're doing great.
They're acting like cowboys, man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Fucking delivering to every nook and cranny of the city. Wow. Some shit you fucking, they're like.
Dude, the whole city?
The whole city.
Damn. Yeah, that's like.
Found some places where I'm like, am I on an Indian reservation right now? What the hell is this?
Did you feel like some sort of energy or like see colors that are pretty vibrant?
I saw a pit bull tied up to a tree.
What?
With some rope and handcuffs. And then I turned the block real quick and I came and I saw that son of a bitch ripped the fucking rope off the tree.
Rope and handcuffs?
Yes.
Explain, please.
On a tree, like a hammock from one tree to another. Except it was a rope. Yeah. Pardon me. I'm not talking.
A running line or whatever.
Excuse me. Yes, but it was a legit like.
So he chased after you?
It almost did.
It would have been funnier if it did.
Oh, it would have been.
It would have been a better story.
It would have been.
You should have just said it did. But we try not to lie.
We're try not to.
We're honest people.
I saw it eat a pigeon though. Because as it was walking, there was a little shack. And there was a bunch of pigeons and doves on top of it, like some straight. Oh, they flipping pigeons.
Hey, but it probably deserved. That pigeon was probably talking shit for so long.
Yeah, because
he was just like, I got off the rope. Fuck that pigeon. He already knew. He already knew that. He already knew where he was. He knew where he stayed. He knew where his mama stayed, and he knew where Granny stayed.
Pigeon was a gambler.
Yeah.
Guess what? Fucking time to pay the check.
I mean,
shit.
You can't fuck with the dog for too long. You know what I mean?
The dog.
No, but yeah, that's good times.
Yeah, I know.
I guess. Okay. But yeah. So Johnny's just off camera. I guess he's gonna
make noise.
He's gonna help out.
That's cool.
Jamie.
Okay.
No.
So what?
How have you been?
You know what? I'm so glad you asked.
Son of a bitch.
I'm doing
great.
Right. I'm doing great. Well, I guess. Like.
No, tell me. Tell me.
Well, man. I'm doing great.
Okay, I hope so.
No,
I'm
life's
fine.
great. Life's always great. It is what you make it. I can always complain about this or that, but that's not going to get you anywhere unless you win the lottery. But let's talk about that. So what I want to talk to you about today is conspiracy. Do it, son. He didn't know what I was gonna bring up today.
I did not.
I like this shit because
Wild card, bitches.
yeah, he doesn't have time to think about it. I just brought it up to him. Now we're gonna think what he said.
All right.
Now, hey, fuck it. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Lottery. People that win the lottery fucking go broke, or they end up dying super soon.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a conspiracy. Winning the lottery.
Why do you think?
And-
Yeah.
So why do you think there's a do you think there's an actual correlation, or what do you think? I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, half the time it's alcohol, booze, vacation,
But-
bitches.
You think about the people that actually play the lottery. Are those people have like money naturally? They're like,
No, absolutely not.
so you give these people.
Well, half the time it's like I'm
People-
I'm pissing $20 a week off, fucking. So as soon as I get that lump sum, what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna take the missus to Tahiti, take my wife over here to Vegas. We're gonna have a good time, and then sure enough, fucking midway through the Tahiti vacation, fucking die of a fucking heart attack. I don't know, something like that.
Well, they're just like they blow it all and they end up like super poor after like.
Well, the one thing
a few
people don't
days.
realize is your ass gets taxed a lot too,
I mean,
especially in the state, whatever state it may be.
yeah, that might be that. I mean, that might be like an urban legend kind of thing. But that's the kind of shit I want to talk about. Like we don't need to solve JFK or Vietnam or nothing. But like I want to talk about that weird shit.
That weird.
Weird. Like I mean, we can always look up the lizard people. That's kind of fun.
I mean,
But is there something that you want to look up? Is there something that you? Because you brought up a little bit earlier. We were talking. There's like a couple of things that you were saying, and I was just like, "Oh, you're already in the ballpark."
You're just touching on water here.
Yeah,
Let's just deep dive it. Why not?
He didn't even know. But here, watch. I'll look it up.
Okay, what?
Some outrageous. Well, I mean,
The reptilian lizard people.
is it really outrageous?
No, I think
If
that's
it's a conspiracy,
that's just an adjective people like to say.
We'll just say
real.
yeah, we'll just say conspiracies.
It don't matter what my name is.
Yeah, just a list of conspiracy theories. There we go.
Hey, like what was it? The conspiracy of the little gnome people that live in Porterville, in the hills of Porterville.
Say a word.
Yeah. It was like on an it's like on an episode of like Ghost Hunters or something.
Is there still Manson family out in the hills?
Oh, I got some shit on that.
Hey. Oh, come on. Listen on Wikipedia.
Hey, man, some of those guys are still alive.
Well, so they say.
Not Manson.
they
Sorry.
are.
It's like,
Chemtrails, that's so stupid.
everybody knows everybody's dying from it.
Yeah. No. I just want I want the fun ones. Like, these are like real.
Is there like real like plot to take over the world
Yeah.
ones? I want like the fun cutesy ones,
Yeah, the silly ones. Like dogs can't look up.
Big Al said dogs can't look up. They can't.
They can't.
It's so fucking stupid. But like shit like God damn it. I had a few of them in my head, but I'm missing one. You can bring up a new one.
Fucking, there was one over at the yard the other day. A bunch of the Mexicans were talking about Vicente Fernandez dying, and they're just like, "Hey man, fucking see that Chenta died?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw that Chenta died. It's kind of wild." "Yeah, man, he's been dead for a while." I was like, "What?" "Bro, he's been dead for a while." I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
what makes you say that?" I was like, "Well, he's been supposedly dead like 8 times in the past 6 years."
Oh, really?
No.
So was it like an MF Doom situation?
No, that was just upsetting.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, but no, they were saying like, think about it, man. He died same day Dia de la Virgen, so they're gonna make it all hella crazy and everything, like all glamorous and a celebratory thing just to sell records and make money, that's going to be wild. And I looked at him like, yup. It's like 8:30 in the morning. I'm like, you guys got a good point going on right here. Good for you guys. It does make sense.
A lot of sense.
A whole lot of sense.
So, are the lizard people real?
I mean, who's to say not? We got albino people in this world. Might as well fucking lizard people are real too.
Right. Artificial disease.
See, you're just getting into.
I thought that would be like, just some funny stuff to look up. But there's like real stuff. Denver Airport.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, I heard of that.
All right, let's look it up. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, because
Alright.
it's a giant mural in the Denver airport. No one knows really, or no one knows the reason for it.
All right, so maybe what the UFO in the Da Vinci painting. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that.
that could be.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, do you believe in aliens?
Careful there. Hey,
Oh,
man.
that one's unopened.
You know what, man? I believe there could be. I've never seen one
All right.
myself.
So, all right. So there's like different ways of thinking about that, right? So if you go in the future, technically other planets and solar systems are in the future, right? Because the Big Bang conspiracy, it goes outward. So like if you come back this way, then you're going back in time light years, right?
Okay.
So like, are they us coming back to kind of just check up on us and see our progress or whatever?
It makes sense because, planets are so many fucking hundreds of years away, technically.
Or are they the gods? Did they make us, man?
That's a good question. But honestly, I don't know, because it's one of those things where it's like, I would like to see, rather than reading people like, oh, it looked like an actual alien, looked like a fucking hairless, fucking tiny, bald-headed thing, rather than everything else.
Hey, evolution, man. You don't need any of this. You don't need any of this.
Oh, real quick, I'm glad to see you actually kind of started cutting off.
Oh yeah, I had.
It's
Dude,
little,
I had
yeah.
It's so gross. I had it.
I got a freeway going right here. So again, around some shrubs.
I didn't shave. I just used the old the hair trimmer to just kind of single guard.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to see something more than just a flying saucer in the air or a weird little fucking diamond shaped thing going left, right, up, and down.
So are they among us? That's another thing.
The fungus may be among us. I don't know.
Is it like a generational thing where they had babies, and then the babies don't know that they're part alien? That's a good conspiracy. You know what I mean? Like that's a way of thinking about that shit, because think about Hercules and all this other those demigods and all this shit that did all this wild stuff back in the day.
True.
Who's to say they didn't have?
They weren't really aliens.
They weren't. They were just product of them mating with.
Nephilim, man.
I mean, DNA
interspecies erotica.
Well, I mean, hey. Somebody's got to fuck. Everybody got fucked. You know what I mean?
Apparently they did.
or it was just DNA tampering and shit. They're just like,
maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So there's one deep conspiracy that you can go into a whole spiral into.
That fucking leaves into philosophy at that point.
Yeah,
Shit.
right. But okay, so we'll go a little bit lighter on that one. Do you believe in ghosts?
And ghosts?
Yeah. See, now it's all starting to come back to me, the stuff I was thinking about.
You know what?
The more I drink, the more I remember. Did you hear
It's the
that?
wildest thing.
Did you hear that?
It's the wildest thing.
I hope that camera got that. The more I drink, the more I remember. God damn it, dude. I said the more I remember. I just mumbled that shit.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Honestly, ghosts, I could see them being real. I've never encountered something myself like that.
Are they energy, or are they interdimensional beings?
I call them demons.
That live among us. Well, all right. So, and then it's just the dimensions.
I call them demons.
You demons?
Yeah. or something just literally meant to fuck with you.
So like the thing that's not supposed to be here, like
Yeah.
just that asshole that hangs out at the end of the party, just kind of poking at people.
Hey.
Just like fucking with a drunk person, just like hey, look at you, you're sleeping, you're stupid, and you're just like, hey asshole.
I'm gonna jam my fucking finger in your mouth and make you throw up out of nowhere.
Yeah, somebody give me a marker, I'm gonna draw on him. You know.
I was a real guy.
Yeah. Oh, I mean are those the people that stick around? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's energy and they're shitty energy, he doesn't want to get reabsorbed into the good energy. So that like me and you.
Or let's take it a step above that. Do you think that's plausible, or do you think the Scientology belief of everyone has weird spirits in them from another dimension?
Hey man, I'm not saying that shit is even logical at all. But the more you start, like, we will see what happens as we get more and more into the future. Because, I mean, what the fuck? You know, there's a lot of weird shit that people are trying to say that this, and that. I know we're not gaining points, and our fucking, you know, our leader wasn't born out of a fucking volcano, or the demon that came out of the volcano, or whatever the dumb bullshit that thing. But, you know. Maybe there's
the leader banished all the souls frozen in some sort of contraption into the volcano, not knowing that they would melt. So they came out of the volcano and started inhabiting. Living things.
But there's something to life points, right?
True.
Like the better you do in life, the more like you like succeed, the more points you get, and the higher ranking you are. I mean, that gives you, I guess, like something to like aim for. Or something, you feel me?
But would you need that with?
I mean, everybody needs that.
I mean, couldn't you do that without the $20,000 to $60,000 a year?
Are you gonna not kill some? You know, are you gonna kill somebody if you know that God's not gonna be mad at you? You know, you're like you have to have like a reason to not do something, right? Mm-hmm. So like, I mean, there's laws. Obviously, you don't want to go to jail, so you don't want to hurt or you don't want to break any rules. But like, even past that, you're like. There's something else after that, so I don't want to fucking piss them off because but then that would assume that religion is real.
I mean,
that's a conspiracy, maybe.
Christianity and fucking Muslim beliefs.
What I need this
all came from people that were known as fucking drunks and wild people. Scientology came from a man that literally based his life off of science fiction. So,
Hey, man. There's some really good science fiction in the Bible, bro.
There's a Joaquin Phoenix movie about it.
Yeah.
It's called The Master.
I mean, there's a lot of movies. There's a lot of movies about fucking
about
Scientology. But, I mean, but the thing is, it's like, so all those higher power people, obviously, that have a lot of life points.
Or so you think.
Mm.
Ooh. Who's to say?
Yeah.
You're not cashing in on those life points.
Hey, who's to say I'm not?
Who's to say? Fucking Scientology. Shit's wild.
Yeah, so, okay.
They got a channel on TV?
I'm sure they have
They do. They do. It's pretty crazy.
I'm sure they have a lot of shit everywhere that we just don't even pay attention.
Oh, absolutely.
I've seen commercials. I've seen commercials for Scientology. And we had this story about being outside the Scientology building when we were in San Francisco, and just like that weird energy around that shit is kind of strange, man.
It's like a weird vibe, bro.
It's like a bank. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're just like, you just cash in some soul points. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and if you're outside the Celebrity Center in fucking Hollywood and you're taking pictures, they'll fucking take the broom to you like, hey, get.
You don't get.
You don't get.
Oh, somebody stabs you. Imagine, just like comes up behind you with like just a little thing, just you feel it, but it doesn't puncture too far.
Yeah. Or like the time I was in LA paying for parking. Some lady's like, oh my God, I was talking to her, so, oh my God, you're so nice, thank you. Wait, you're not a Scientologist, are you? I'm like, no, I'm not. Oh my God, good. Those people are fucking crazy. All right, I gotta go to court. Okay, you have a good day.
And she gives you her card, and it's like a Scientology card.
Or some fucking Bertha Evans,
Bertha
cosmetologist to the stars. Fucking cosmetologist to the stars. Fucking hairdresser to the Scientology.
Did you get some free crystals out of it?
Dude, I got all the crystals.
Bro, my shits are charging right now. Shut up.
So, it's, all right. So is astrology a conspiracy?
At this point,
that some bullshit?
At this point, yes. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, fucking ridiculous.
Hey man. All right. So is it an odds game? You know what I mean? Like what? Because some of that shit, you're like, you read it, you're like, I am having a shitty day.
Well, because it's funny because I'm a Christian man. I believe in all that.
Oh god.
And then I hear people get mad like, oh, you're just believing something in the text to make you not focus on the shitty part of life. And I look at those people, I'm like, you guys are literally basing a day off of what a piece of literature says on the whole thing. What do they even say on Waterboy? It's like, you see the girl on the news? Fucking, she said you're going to be faced with a troubling issue today. We all get faced with troubling issues every day.
Yeah. I don't believe in astrology.
Not just.
Yeah, man.
Or it's, you know what's even funnier when you meet somebody like at the bars or wherever, like, oh, what sign are you? And you just fucking throw them for a loop. Cancer. Oh my god, I mesh well with the Cancer. Oh really? That's cool.
You're like, no, I have cancer.
What a double negative. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Your Snapchat?
I knew a guy.
I blew a guy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. All right, yeah. So I mean, that shit always was funny to me because there's like the little books and like.
Shut up. No.
Well, you think about that.
Oh my god.
That dude from the Mexican guy that that has the Netflix special. He like that dude was an astrology guy.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, they really believed all that shit. He lived for so long. I mean, how can it all go wrong?
Walter Mercado.
Yeah, that dude. That shit was wild. Like, cause growing up in a serious Mexican, like, you know, my dad, you know, there was a fucking portrait of the Virgin Mary.
Let's say your dad was
the
pretty
wall.
serious Mexican.
Yeah. That Catholic was really high in that, you know, in that house. Not in our house, but like in
that house.
And his, well, I mean, they're, you know, immigrants and all that stuff. So it was just always, you know, we would go over in the morning, whatever, or even at night. That fucking dude was on.
Yeah, no.
And he's always like,
the theatrics were fucking off the charts.
He was like one of the originals with the green screen. Probably.
Yeah, even with just
the original Tosh.0.
Excuse me. Yeah, the original Miss Cleo.
Hey.
Well, no, because even for a 30-second ad on TV, you're like, look how pretty this looks. Holy shit.
I know, yeah. Dude, yeah. His gowns are so good. And, like, the Netflix special was actually really nice. Like, it doesn't paint him in a negative light or in a positive light, anything. It was more of just like, hey, this is how I understood him, or, like, I just never...
You didn't know the innards of it.
Yeah, you know, the man behind the thing. Yeah. And everybody's just like, yeah, he was just a nice dude he believed it all fucking, I mean, obviously, you know, that
motherfucker wore so many rings, holy shit.
Yeah, it was like a weird cult-like thing, but, I mean, if you're spreading positivity and you're not actually hurting anybody, like Olstein.
That fucking guy, dude. That guy's got a legit room.
It just keeps
waiting
going
for him in hell.
Oh, it's a special.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It's a special one.
Like you've done my work way too good, but I gotta get you. But I like what you did, bro. But I gotta get you.
That's gonna be an interesting wherever he's going. I really hope it's not a good place. And I hope it repeats itself over and over and over and over again, dude. Because that's fucking that guy, man.
You spread word against my enemy, about my enemy, but man, I gotta get you. I gotta get you, bro.
Dude, whenever I would see that guy, or because my mom would have that stuff on in the morning.
Yeah, but that one was
like I would see him and I was just like, that's fuck, man. That guy has a weird face. Like it's one of those, like I have a good judge off of just kind of like how somebody looks. If you look good, you look nice, look bad, whatever. I have pretty decent.
He does have a giant set of teeth.
It just everything about him just looks so fake. Even his forehead looks fake.
Yeah, man.
That hairline, it just like I don't know, man. Like everything about him always seemed kind of surreal, and I was just the fact that there was like 50,000 people. He was just and everybody just like
that's what they say.
I mean, he's in
sheep's clothing.
He's a good looking dude. So you'd see like a lot of females obviously in the fucking crowd, but dude, you're like that's. Just seems too much. It just seems like
same for that one preacher too from like New York that everyone calls the fashion preacher, where he's like a good looking dude. He wears like legit fucking.
That black that was
from Hillsong.
What's the black dude?
I think it was Hillsong.
The Hillsong,
Justin
Bieber's.
Yeah, Justin Bieber.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy was a dick too because he would walk around with his shirt off and.
But like if you deep dive even more, he just contradicts the Bible and people love the hell out of listening to it. It was a big old mess like that, but same thing. Yeah.
Got kicked out of Hillsong for adultery.
Yeah, I believe it. Fucking because even Rogan talked about. Man, you see his dick root.
Like he was wearing less than Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? And like how much is Justin paying him to be his personal preacher? You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like it's such a scam. And I'm not saying that religion is a scam. I'm not saying anything like that.
But you got a lot of scammers.
Them do it. But it is a very like easy way to scam, especially young people and old people. Like,
well, how do you think fucking Hitler got away with it?
Well,
yeah, all you gotta do. They even I remember being told this at Redwood in history class. Like they said his speeches were so impactful they could bring a woman to orgasm, and all of us were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, it was so strange, man. Like there's so much propaganda about all that shit, but it was just a meth-filled rant.
No, absolutely.
It was 6 hours of just like blah, 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 just screaming at people. It was obviously, I don't know. It was just the time he worked out what he needed to do perfectly in time. But yeah,
what's funny? That's a little conspiracy theory too. Kind of, they were saying that. What's her name? The matriarch of all of them. Kris Jenner. Fucking Kim Kardashian's mom, she owns a church somewhere around there, Calabasas, wherever the fuck it is, and she got like random asses to be the fucking like head pastors at that church, like people with like real shoddy and crazy fucking police records and shit like that, just to run it. But you find out it's because she needed that tax break, so she has money going into that.
Dude, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Well, so did Hitler go to fucking Chile?
I don't think he did. Honestly, I don't.
Do you think that was really?
I don't think that was his body they found in his bunker. I think he died shortly after that, though, because that dude was just so fucking amphetamine out on everything.
But do you think that when they found him, they would actually fucking I don't know, man. It's one of those things where you're just like, if the government found him and they're just like, he's just like, all right, fuck, I give up. And they're just like, no, there's no way. There's fucking no goddamn way we're gonna say that you made it out of this bitch. You know what I mean? So we're gonna say that we found you guys and you both fucking offed yourself, but we're gonna just send you somewhere else. Hey, man. They did it with so many other ones. Why wouldn't they? You know what I mean?
Well, it was it?
They're just like, you can never. You're like, shave your fucking mustache. You just look like another just random ass white dude. We're gonna send you out to like South America where just nobody. Yeah. Why would in the mountains? But they have that. They have
those colonies,
man.
Yeah, that's wild. Well,
and It's a dude. That shit
It's
was
a
on
well-known
History Channel.
fact. Yeah.
dude.
That's even crazy.
Jim Kennedy. He was on Rogan. He was talking about it, and
Oh yeah, no, Tim Kennedy.
Tim
when
Kennedy.
He fucking,
He did the whole fucking show about it. It was 2 seasons finding Hitler, and that's just real shit, man.
No, and even
That's
on,
a real conspiracy.
Even on when they rebooted X-Men First Class, fucking Magneto going and trying to find all the fucking Nazi heads, the SS heads, and what did he do?
He was in fucking
Argentina.
He was in Argentina, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of German immigrants that went there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's funny too.
And how the fuck you get from Germany to Argentina just on a regular flight?
Think about this too. Think about this. In Mexico, what's some of the craziest fucking music you hear? Fucking. What is that?
It's polka,
That's tuba and fucking accordion bass. What else is tuba and accordion bass? Fucking polka from Germany.
Yeah. I mean, so it's. I think that's a real conspiracy.
Well, think about it too like this. That makes sense. Those fuckers bouncing out of Germany to fucking get smuggled over there to fucking hide from the Nuremberg trials and the fucking Jewish tribunals that were gonna fucking hang in their asses. But
Because who's gonna search South America for them? You know what I mean? Like,
but America did the fucking ultimate fucking Victor come the spoil type of move, and they ended up taking the fucking head of the fucking SS Science Division.
Yeah.
And what did he do? He went on to fucking pretty much fucking head NASA to get us to the move.
But yeah, so that's the whole thing, because if you really think about it, Hitler was not really. He wasn't somebody that was worth. You know what I mean? Like everybody, the sign.
Well, he put everything in motion. Everyone else just took over and
he
went their own way.
And the was it because they were doing it after World War One. Where their DNA, they're fucking with DNA.
Yeah, they're fucking just.
Yeah, because they started doing that back then, and then after World War II, they're really getting into it. I forgot the name of it.
Well, that's why that movie fucking Overlord is so fucking good. Because
I mean, that's
exactly.
That's the whole thing with the mutant, like X-Men.
Yeah,
they're they were made, like some of them were made during that Nazi era.
Yeah,
like Magneto and shit. Like they were pumping them because they were doing gene therapy, gene splicing and shit like that. Like all that stuff is really what they were working on. And that's like a whole thing that they were saying they were doing with the Jews, for Jewish people. They were fucking with them genetically, you know what I mean, and doing all this kind of wild stuff. And you're just like, man, that's wild. But Hitler himself wasn't doing any of that stuff.
No, like I said, it was
the doctors and the scientists.
Yeah, but he literally put it all in motion.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why he pretty much said he riled everybody up and he put all the cats in the bag, shook it up, and they all fucking went wild.
Even the way that history that we're taught, like how it happened was just like, dude, they just let it happen. And it was like a weird, just the timing. He just had it.
Well, he had one of the best fucking propaganda heads ever, too.
Yeah, and propaganda was like a new thing, so people didn't know.
But
it was like radio
everywhere.
Yeah, and then there was like the start of film and stuff like that. So
to really push it. Yeah,
they're just like, whoa, this is weird. Like this black and white. It even made itself to the Americas, because even like there was.
Oh yeah,
they're just like they're like, oh, these motherfuckers over here in Europe are doing some cool shit.
You're better dead than red,
and
boys.
You're just like, hey, well, he's like, oh, he's making some good points, and you're like, nah, I don't think you get it,
Yeah.
But I mean, timing, quarterbacking, like looking back at it, obviously we can say this kind of stuff. We don't know what it was like in the time. But also, I mean, why wouldn't, like I said, we do this with people now? Like, we keep them in prison. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't try to kill Escobar. You know what I mean? They were trying to prison him, these motherfuckers. Like, they didn't, the Mexican,
Oh, fucking El Chapo.
El Chapo, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't try to kill, they didn't execute him. No, they tried to imprison him.
Well, because you get more money out of somebody when they're fucking alive still.
Exactly. So, and then information.
Everything.
Eugenics. That's what it's called.
Eugenics.
But, so, I mean, that's a real conspiracy, is like that whole thing in Argentina with the German population and
Oh, yeah.
the way that they support, like, they're speaking straight German in Argentina. Like,
Because I've even met, like, even over here, I met people before back in the day, like, oh, hey, what's your name? Oh, fucking Greg Schultz. I'm like, oh, Greg Schultz, okay. But you talk to him, and you're like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, hey, what's up, dude? Where you from? Oh, I'm from fucking San Diego, dude. But, you know, I'm just fucking up here hanging out with some friends. What are you? Oh, bro, I'm fucking Bolivian, Argentina, whatever the fuck down there. I'm like,
yeah,
white as fuck.
you can tell that crossbreeding.
You're like, oh boy, you a Nazi descendant, aren't you, boy?
That's wild, dude. And that, I mean, that's been going on since forever. But all right, so was Pocahontas real?
Yeah, she was like 13 or 14 when it all went down. They sent her ass to they took her ass to Europe, and then she came back.
Fucking dumb
I think
bitch.
she died at like 16, I think.
But
Wow.
they made a
Hey,
movie out of it.
she made it across and came back, right?
Back then, that was
Sick, like, during
Oh,
that time.
I'm just.
Who didn't get sick at that time, Johnny?
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Ah.
saying, like, yeah.
All right, we're just kidding. We had to lighten the mood, guys. We're talking pretty heavy.
No. We're taking it back now, damn it.
But no, yeah, I mean, there's some fun shit like that. Like, okay, okay, so I heard this the other day. I forget if it was like just a random podcast quote or just somebody said, but it was just like, out of all the gold that the Spanish stole, like, why does Spain shit? Like, why does it look? It shouldn't it be covered in fucking gold? You know what I mean? Like, they were stealing from everywhere, but it just like,
Well, that's
you're
where
like, Italy looks cool, but there's no gold anywhere. It's like all fucking, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, where's all the fucking gold that you guys stole? Like,
well, fucking it died on the damn ships that they
a
were
lot of it's probably in the
Oh, no,
Atlantic.
absolutely.
All right, Bermuda Triangle. Is it real?
I mean, the place is real.
Whoa.
It's kind of weird that it's.
Do you believe? Okay, so they have that thing where the flights, man, like
They just
they
disappear.
just they say they go through a little wormhole and they come out like after like a minute, but it's also been like 3 hours, right?
I mean,
so
some would say that that's also
Because-
fucking time zones.
no,
Yeah.
god damn it.
This guy gets me.
Yeah, no, I hate you. I hate everything about what he just said.
I fucking hate. He trivialized and fucking caught my ass. You know what? Fuck this. I'm killing this course and I'm walking out.
Yeah.
Walking out of my own house.
Stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Well, no, because there's. So, do you guys remember the movie Stargate? Turned into a TV show.
Yeah.
So, pretty much it's just about a portal that takes you to another dimension, planet, realm, whatever. Well,
So are wormholes real?
well, that's what I'm trying to say. There's somebody around here that's been saying, like,
Around here?
around here,
Like
not in Birdland, but here.
in the vicinity. Oh, well, they don't know shit, but go on.
Anyway, not that St. John's River in the middle. There's a legit fucking Stargate portal.
Oh, god
Now,
damn it.
Visalia is like hub center for fucking weird shit like that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Did he have like a long beard and walk with a shopping
it was
cart?
actually a chick. She was on YouTube. I saw her.
Did she have a long beard and have a shopping cart? Like, what the fuck
She
are
has
you
the
talking
capacity
about?
to have a long beard in the shop.
Dude, that's some... Wow. I mean, we've heard some
tell
weird
me,
shit.
What?
Obviously, like, around St. John's and that. I've heard stupid shit like that but obviously it's not real.
Or that there's a secret tunnel that leads from the fucking basement of fucking Kauai Delta down to across the street over to the fucking basement of the Masonic Temple that's right there.
Hey, it could. Honestly, That sounds like a real thing.
That does sound plausible.
Like, if you think about the history of Visalia, this was like a hooker and like cowboy spot. You know what I mean? Like in between everything. This was fucking desert.
We had the Klan.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like,
Oh, we had the Klan.
when there was only Main Street, like that was like Fox Theater was probably like a brothel. Who knows what the fuck happened in the like upper levels of
I got
Fox?
I got told this in Redwood. We took a walk. Crazy ass Mr. Olson took us down to where to the old Visalia Hotel. That's what they used to call it. It's right across the street from Kalima's. It's in those buildings.
Yeah.
But if you go behind
Yeah,
there
the Sierra,
alleyway-
the Sierra, the bank building. You know what I mean? Like that's been there since
Well,
the whole
no,
time.
like- well,
Who
like-
knows what's gone on? In it? Wasn't
Well-
that like a fucking? That was like a courthouse or something at one point. I forgot.
No,
that
no,
building was
it's-
used for
it's
a
not
lot
there.
of other shit.
Well, no, behind where I'm talking about, in those, you could walk through and you walk in. There's like a weird, crazy little walkway, and you just look up and you see you're in the middle of buildings and shit. That used to be the old Visalia Hotel, which was nothing but for brothels only,
Yeah.
for straight fucking.
Yeah. No.
But no,
it's a cowboy spot off in between San Francisco and Los Angeles, or whatever what they were building as Los Angeles. But like, you think the gold rush and shit, like. There's a lot of people that stopped off here. There's a lot of
No, we had one of the old
'cause they're-
Chinatowns here too.
yeah, and like
Us and Hanford and Fresno.
we'll just heading in that direction towards San Francisco. Like, imagine all the pieces of shit that fucking stopped here to do whatever, you know, and that like the history and shit like that. But
They paid to be held.
right, so
I just want to hold you.
I just want to hold.
It all costs the same.
But so that goes into the whole thing.
Fucking idiot.
I know.
God.
Damn it, dude. Sorry, guys.
Oh shit.
So that goes in the whole thing. Or
Then
like,
he goes to marry a Mexican girl and can't even fucking bust a nut. Like, hey, we gotta go kill these motherfuckers. Okay.
yeah, and all the Mexicans that were around there. But like,
Fucking Johnny.
yeah, resonating energy.
Young Guns. Okay, watch it.
But yeah, those. I mean, fun times.
Of course,
Fun
yeah.
times.
But the history is still here.
So okay, is Fort Knox real? Fort Knox real?
Fort Knox.
Yeah, is it real? Is there really gold in there, or is
Yeah.
it just?
Absolutely.
Is that shit a fucking conspiracy? Is it a real place?
Fort Knox, Kentucky,
Is
brother.
there anything in there?
Probably gold, but we ain't
You think
giving,
so?
We ain't giving it up.
All right.
Hey man, this ain't Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Hey man.
Come on now.
Hey man, that's a conspiracy. Like, what the fuck? Have you seen the gold? Has anybody fucking opened up the vaults and we're like, here's the gold. All right, now let me shut this back down.
Has anybody seen into the giant fucking brick building in Mecca, fucking wherever, the holy place for Muhammad?
What? All right. What are the temples? How about? We'll go back. We'll go back. Easier.
What's up?
What do you think the temples are?
What temples?
The fucking temples of Egypt.
Oh, those. You mean the fucking...
Or okay, wait. So we got those, and we got what, Michoacan, and we got like all these other things. Pyramids.
Yes.
Are they all connected?
I mean,
They all look the same.
they all look the same.
They all have the same fucking design. They
Different-
were all made from like rocks and all these other materials that aren't native to like the landscape around it. They're built on fucking hills, some of them. How the fuck did they get those rocks up the hills? The stones that were made, the pyramids of Egypt, 10,000 pound sandstone.
Just saying.
How do they get them there?
Egypt had like fucking 10 million Jews as slaves to do it. So that's
Do you
believable.
think it was slaves? Do you think it was slaves?
I think-
that's a conspiracy because there was like when they started doing like all this stuff and they started seeing like there was tools and there was people lived around the pyramids. You can't force people to pull 10,000 pounds.
That's why I said slaves.
But I'm saying
You could
that's
force
That's force.
And they're slaves.
But you have. No,
you could force a slave to do anything.
But they'd have to be well fed. They'd have to be like well managed.
If you have 10 million, you could give a shit.
10 million? Do you think there was 10 million people back then?
Maybe.
That seems unreasonable.
Who's to say that happened in a fucking 2-month span? That happened over lifetimes and generations.
But there's 3 of them.
Why do you... Okay.
They're all right next to each other.
Okay. And if it happened quicker, there would probably be more.
I don't know, man. That doesn't seem real.
I'm just saying.
All right, so were there giants?
There could be giants.
Do you think people used to be bigger than we are now?
No, I think people used to be smaller than we are now.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Let's get it then.
You think so?
Let's get it then.
I don't know, man.
Get your fancy little laptop out.
Yeah, like that thing's gonna fucking tell us anything. I don't know, man. I feel
like the fucking internet tells us anything. Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, just because they didn't find the bones of like giant cyclopses doesn't mean that they weren't real, man. If you had 10 giants, you can move some shit.
Okay.
But if you have 100 like normal size, like us kind of people, you know how hard that shit would be to like.
That's why you fucking.
Do you think people were just bigger and were able to move shit easier?
Or
we didn't need to be so big. Evolution.
Or were the bigger people the ones fucking holding the fucking whips?
Why would the bigger people need to hold the whips?
They were bigger.
When they can just do it themselves. I don't know, man. I don't know.
If you're the bigger person holding the whip for a smaller person, and you don't have to fucking work, and they have to.
You think the Vikings were just like letting everybody row for them and shit? I don't know, man.
Letting their slaves or their peasants do it? Absolutely.
But they were probably well-fed peasants that were made to row.
Is a peasant well-fed?
Dude, a lot of those people died rowing.
You don't know that.
There's
no, we don't know.
documentation.
We don't know that. We don't know.
There's blueprints.
They were here. They were in the Americas before.
Okay, you think the fucking slave owners were the ones like, I'm gonna get down and dirty with my fucking people. Don't worry about this, guy. We got the.
You think there's not Viking DNA laying around the Americas everywhere? You know what I mean? Like,
I've seen white
there's
people. I know.
You know what I mean? Like, there's these huge fucking people.
Came here way before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They weren't.
There was like 14 different.
I don't think like that kind of like a tribe like that would keep the weakest. You know, it'd be like the strongest survive.
Or you would keep the weakest to do the shit work.
But that's helping the women feed the strong, right? So they don't go on the voyages. Like the strong go on the voyages because they need to fucking make it there, and they also need to do what they need to do.
Yeah, but the strong isn't gonna fucking row the fucking thing.
The strong are gonna populate, not the weak.
Okay.
The weak are gonna stay behind and help fucking be the weak.
Okay, but what if the strong keep dying out? Who's left?
Who's killing Viking?
Weak dick.
Who's killing Viking?
They killed themselves.
They got the big old dicks.
They killed themselves.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Vikings were fucking people up. I think if anybody was fucking people up, like it was either Spartans or the Vikings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man.
I mean, the Mongols did a good job too, but
they did. But they had fireworks.
That's racist.
No, it's not.
That's fucking racist.
It's actually legit.
That's fucking racist.
But no, but yeah. All right. So that's rude. That was a really rude thing to do.
Waka waka waka.
So, did Doctor kill Michael Jackson?
I think Michael Jackson had a fucking fate.
You think?
Actually, no, I can't say that.
Think somebody was just called? You think it was just?
No, I think Michael Jackson literally was. I think his heart was just slow enough to be like, all right, I'm going to give you the same dosage I always give you. Why aren't you waking up? What the fuck?
Possibly.
I think Prince and fucking Tom Petty died the same way, though.
Well, that was fentanyl, though.
Yeah, the fentanyl laced.
Tom Petty died from
the fentanyl laced fucking muscle relaxer.
Yeah, that he got from Marodi.
Yeah, but I think the same thing with fucking
asshole,
Prince though. It was maybe a fentanyl laced, maybe a fucking just too much. Like, you do this before, you do this much before.
Hey, Kurt Cobain. Did Courtney do it?
Oh, absolutely.
Holy shit, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Hey! No, yeah, that's a wild one.
I don't think that's not that wild. No, she did it. She was waiting for fucking royalties on that boy, but Dave Grohl took control of that and like.
Hey, Dave Grohl's an angel.
Yeah,
no, I'm not saying he's not, but
oh yeah, he did, dude. That's a pretty wild one. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of shit I like to think about, because when you start thinking about the real ones, like 9/11, JFK, you're just like, oh shit, you know, like that's real stuff. You know, crack from the CIA, like that's like real, like that's real shit. But I mean, soft, subtle stuff like, you know, who killed Kurt Cobain? Did the cops kill Notorious or B.I.G.? You know what I mean? Like, or Tupac? Who killed Tupac? We still don't know.
true.
But like, and you're just like, I don't know, man. Like, those little things, those are the real conspiracies that I like to think about.
Hey, they say fucking Farrakhan killed fucking Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, yeah.
And then fucking Malcolm X's oldest daughter just got fucking killed, home invaded in her apartment in New York, and she died.
But why? Yeah, that's wild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing with Malcolm X, that was a... Dude, it's so strange because it seems so in your face and obvious, but the
But
way
you don't want to believe it, though.
But you don't want to believe it the way they paint it, and you're just like, I hope this isn't real because this is so fucking obvious.
Yeah.
Like, this is so like stupid. Like, you know, with the guys bringing in cocaine from Colombia for the CIA. You know what I mean? Like all that shit. That's like it's not even a conspiracy where it's just like straight up like just truth. And you're like, man, that's kind of wild. But I'd rather think of it as that's not that shouldn't be happening, right? You know, but. Dude, I mean, that would suck if your fucking mentor kills you because you're just fucking...
Well, no, because they were saying because he was speaking out on the Prophet Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan was told by Elijah Muhammad, kill this motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way that he would be able to. It's like a mafia kind of hit where like you'd have to ask the Don, and that's the mentor. That was the guy that fucking trained fucking Malcolm X. And he's just like, go ahead. Yeah. You know, because you're just like, what? You know, that's like some like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker shit. You know what I mean? You're like, it's like, do it. You know, you're just like, fuck. You know, you're like, that doesn't...
This motherfucker is for real.
The Kennedy family, man. The bootlegging days. Someone came back.
Well, that whole thing is like a whole mafia enticement.
Well, that or...
Because, and they have like a lot of, you know, evidence proving towards this and that. It was basically a mafia hit because the mafia helped the Kennedys get into office, but then... he tried to dismantle the mafia, so they're like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? You know, you're going to take our money, we're going to get you in office, and then you're going to try to, you know, go back on your word. Obviously, you can't do that shit. So, you know, mafia hit.
That's a big mess.
Sounds right. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds like something I can wrap my head around. Mm. You know, but, and it sucks to think about shit like this. Like death, obviously, because death is involved, but like, and then, you know, got 9/11, man. Hey, I was watching TV when that shit happened, dog. Like,
I woke up,
the way that shit happened was just like, should a building fall like that? You know, and like, obviously they're just like, well, they have safety precautions for.
Well, because everybody was.
It looked like it was like.
Well, no, because everybody was more preoccupied over the act versus the logistics of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you watch the film and you're like, why did this shit explode on multiple buildings?
Like that one,
multiple levels, like underneath
that one, whatever. You know, fucking the towers went down. Whatever, freak of nature. It's building 7 or whatever that happened to block over.
The Pentagon got hit. The fucking there was like 4
That
other.
That was a cruiser missile. That's
that
all
was
that
other.
was.
Yeah, that was other planes. Yeah, you're like, what the fuck happened that day? That other people were just like concentrated on these 2 buildings, and then there was like 4 other fucking things that happened that morning. Well, I gotta go pee. Here, John, you can talk. Talk about like
Angels. But no, at the end of the day, fucking, I don't know. What's done in the dark will be brought to the light, but at the same time, it's kind of wild because you're like, there's a lot of shit that's going on, like, even from something big like Vietnam or even something, small to like Tupac dying. I don't know. There's always a fucking, what's really going on?
Well, it's like people have said, you know, like Biggie was assassinated, but Tupac just happened to get in a fight with the
wrong
set of
place at
people.
the wrong time.
Yeah, there's cameras showing it, you know, in Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, but yeah, all those other things, man. You know, it's just like
I want to watch that damn movie about the fucking Biggie, the Biggie murder.
the one with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
I want to watch that one too.
Yeah,
I was listening to podcasts and them talking about it and shit and like all like that. But yeah, that one does look pretty good.
Well, because I want to know why the fuck they shelved it. They shelved it.
Oh, I heard Johnny Depp was being an asshole. I heard that
come
that's
on
exactly
now,
what
that's
I
Johnny
heard
Depp,
exactly
come on.
that's what it was. Is that Johnny Depp was just being an asshole? But I mean, I love Johnny Depp. I don't mean to say it like that, but I heard that that's what he was doing. He was being an
Oh,
asshole.
that's just influence from his fucking.
It's like, oh, you mean the actor was being a diva?
Come on now, that's Johnny Depp, okay? That's his fucking.
His scarf says diva.
Hey man, that's a Louis Vuitton scarf.
That's a Louis Vuitton.
That's a Louis V. That's a Louis V.
That's a Louis Vuitton
You
scarf.
put some respect on his name. That is
Respect.
That is a silk scarf imported.
On a very, very fucking leathered old man.
Hey man, Louis Vuitton's all leather, baby.
Oh man.
Louis Vuitton.
And where's Louis Vuitton from? France. And what was his wife?
And who fucking seceded fucking World War II to the Germans? France. See? It all comes out fucking full circle, guys. Swear to God, man. That's all God. God. We're just scratching at the surface on this one, guys.
Yeah, back 20 minutes ago.
We're gonna have to do another hour on this. We barely even we're just scratching at
Fucking
the
scratching at the surface. We're just fucking dicking around right now.
Yeah, we haven't even picked
We
up
haven't
cab.
even dug into it. I don't think you boys are ready for it. There's not enough Michelob Ultra
yeah,
tall
Ron.
cans in this world for it, Johnny.
We're gonna need another 3-pack each.
Seriously.
On that one.
Fucking Christmas Day, here we
Oh
come.
yeah, where the whiskey gets poured.
Like, listen, I'm telling you right now.
Dude, we're gonna have to set up for the
Oh, man.
Drink
that'd be
wrong.
rough.
They were drinking the
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh,
The water.
we didn't even get into that.
I'm a little retarded.
The water's making the frogs gay. It's a wild intergalactic beings are going crazy right now, Joe. I swear to God.
Dude,
Can you believe this shit that they're doing? They're pumping this into the boys and the girls' minds.
dude. But if you go back and listen to that whole fucking 5
Oh, yeah, no, that.
like 7 of those 20 things that he says were real. Like he called the Epstein thing. Like he already said it. He's like the underground fucking pedophile ring. They've been saying that for that was the whole reason Chester from fucking Lincoln Park killed himself, right? Or one of the two.
No. Supposedly killed himself.
Well, yeah, but because he was gonna say something about it.
Well, no, he was making a movie and.
Yeah, man, Chris Cornell.
Yeah, and then
Whoa.
Chris Cornell knew about it, so they had to kill him too.
And Chester his mom was raped, and he's the byproduct of rape, and the one that the rapist was actually like a head fucking.
Scientologist?
No, he was like a head fucking government guy that was doing shit with fucking kids. If you look at it, like Googled fucking Chester's supposed dad, looks just like him.
The features, man, it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because he grew up in like a Naval and Air Force fucking base housing, and the reason why he called it the band Lincoln Park was because there was a park on that base that was called Lincoln Park, where that's where they would fucking pluck the little kids from and go fucking rape the shit out of them and fucking do shit with them.
Dude, that
because it was originally called Hybrid Theory, but they switched it to that name, and
they
that's
made
an actual
the
thing.
they
yeah.
made the album Hybrid Theory.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, that's
Good
like
album.
Fucking great album.
yeah. So, but like that's just so wild because it was there's people that knew about it, but also and then they just at the height of their fucking lives they just killed themselves real quick. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm just gonna just hang myself. You know,
it's like,
you're like right after a show. You know, you're like, wait, what?
and everyone's chalking it up to this is what depression looks like.
Yeah.
And it's him smiling. You're like, I don't think that.
And he's just like,
or fucking Anthony Bourdain, because he was involved with this old lady, fucking who had fucking Weinstein fucking beef. Yeah, that was the. I am 100% sold that.
that's a conspiracy right there, man. Because like she was. There was this whole thing where she was involved either with the Me Too movement or the Weinstein.
It was both. It was both.
And she ended up getting like
well, you
there
saw
was a whole thing on her.
Yeah, but what
on
you
how
saw
she was
when
fucking with little boy, and you're like,
but that
wait.
happened after fucking Bourdain died.
Yeah.
But you saw when Bourdain died.
That happened before Bourdain.
Well, no,
then it was just
But after Bourdain was fucking.
So what did
found,
he know? What did he know?
I honestly don't think it was him.
No,
it was just, hey, shut the fuck up. I think it was telling them or telling her, shut the fuck up. He's dead. Because after he died, she shut the fuck up. You didn't hear nothing.
I mean, that just sucked. If he was a casualty, like it was a pawn kind of shit. But
no, I'm absolutely positive it was.
I feel like, dude, that's just so wild with that whole, those whole stories too.
Some comedian was talking about that in an interview. Was saying he's like he was like hella talking trash on Maj.
No, it was Ari Shaffir.
Ari Shaffir,
yeah. He came out. And he's all, no, fuck that. That bitch had him killed because she was fucking around with Weinstein, and Weinstein had ties to fucking like Deepwater agents.
It's so strange, man, because when you look up it does.
Yeah, it's fishy.
Yeah, it like that whole thing, man. Obviously, we don't want to be involved in anything crazy. We don't. But that is a weird.
The Jews control Hollywood.
God damn it! All right, that's where we're gonna stop. Uriah, say goodbye.
What did I do? Speak some truth. What did I do? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. Is that America? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
No, this is the internet. goddammit. This ain't America.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I can't fucking just speak my mind here, guys. Fuck.
This has been Central Valley Living.